everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do my project level up update. I'm very excited about this update because we will be rolling in level 5. Oh my goodness. I have not officially finished level 4, but I will get to that in just a second. I am so excited to be moving on from the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk. Oh my gosh, I've been working on this, I think it's been like 4 months or so. But anyway, this project was created by Sophie Alexandra. I have her channel linked in my description. She created this wonderful project like a couple of years ago, I believe, or a year and a half ago. I think it was sometime last year was the first year, and then I joined in at the tail end of last year because I did not want to wait any longer. I just thought it was a lot of fun. And you move up different levels as 5 levels unless you want to go past 5 levels. Basically every level you need to hit a certain amount of pans for that level. So if you're on level 4, for instance, I'm on level 4, I have to hit 4 pans within the palette that I'm using and also use every single shade at least 4 times. So it's quite a hefty project, and I'm going to be moving on to level 5, which is ultimately the hardest one to move on to. But yeah, let me just see. I've been working on this palette since April. So yeah, it's been some time, and I got to the point where I've done as much as possible, where I feel like I'm happy to roll in to level 5. There are a couple more shades in here where I still have not hit the 4 uses. However, I have hit 4 of my pans that I needed to hit, which I'm very excited about. So I will put up on the screen what the palette looked like last time. I had hit, I think, just 2 pans at that point. Yeah, last time I had the Twilight to share with you, and I'd already hit pan in the Desert Sand shade. So I was working on the Eden shade and the Angelic shade, and those are the 2 that I kind of said I wanted to focus on in terms of hitting pan. And then you might have seen in my beauty bank video, I did have a spoiler, and I did share that I had hit pan in the Eden shade, so that has happened so far. However, you did not see the final and 4th pan that I've hit in this palette, which I am very excited to share with you. So let's get into it. Here is the palette. Let's look and see what we're looking like right now. As you can see, I actually have 6 pans in this palette, which is crazy because I had 2 already from a different project, and then I now have 4 new ones, which is amazing. So yeah. As you can see, I have a beautiful big new pan right here, which this is a new one, which you haven't seen. And then if you didn't watch my beauty bank, I did hit pan in this shade this last month as well. So I have the 4 pans that I have hit. Now, as I said, I'm not yet at the point that I can officially roll this out because there are a few shades that I have yet to use 4 times. This palette does have a glitter shade, so I'm kind of wondering, could I veto that? I have used it once. I need to use it 3 more times. It's a really ugly glitter shade. It's not nice at all, and I don't want to put myself through that. So I'm just wondering, could I veto that? And then I think this shade, Retrograde, I need to use only 1 more time. So I'll use it the 1 more time. That's fine. And then Cashmere, I need to use 1 more time as well. Aside from that, I have used all of them at least 4 times or more. So yeah, very exciting. I will put up on the screen my total uses for like the whole project. This month alone, I did use the palette 11 times. So I definitely pushed myself because I think last time I only had used it like, yeah, 5 times. So it wasn't a lot. So I definitely used it more this round. And I think, yeah, I used Musk once. I used Eden 6 times before I hit pan, so 6 more uses on Eden. Amber I used twice. Blood Moon I used once. Didn't use Oud because I didn't need to. Celestial I used 2 more times. Nefertiti I used 1 more time. Did not used to use these 2 anymore. Royal I used 2 more times, and then Retrograde just used 2 more times, but like I said, I needed to use it 1 more time. Cashmere, I used that 3 times this month. I need to use it 1 more time. Angelic, I used it 7 times before I hit pan, so that one took me a bit of time. Cosmo, I used once. I have 3 more uses on this one. Turkish Delight, I used twice. Did not need to use Saffron because I'd already hit the uses. And then Blazing, I used 3 times. So yeah, used them quite a bit this month. But yeah, let me know if I can veto this shade because it is really horrible. Happy to use Retrograde and Cashmere one more time. If I have to use this 3 more times, I will, but honestly, I just don't think I'm gonna force myself to do that. I feel like it's just a horrible shade, so like, why would I? And it's a glitter shade, so maybe hopefully everyone can understand why I would not want to use that 3 more times if it's a horrible shade in the first place. But yeah, I'm very excited, so I'll keep this around, use those 2 shades, and yeah, we will roll in my level 5 today, which I'm excited. I am excited, but I'm also pretty apprehensive because I'm kind of hoping it's a similar size palette to this, because I think this is the best kind of size palette for this project. If it is a larger palette than this, I will be very upset because that will be a lot of shades that I need to use 5 times. If it's slightly smaller, not so bad, but I kind of like the variety of having a lot of shades. And this, what is this? This is what, 6 by 3, so there's 18 shades in here, and I think that's a nice sweet spot. So I'm hoping that we pull a palette that is roughly around there, or maybe even like 12 shades would be okay. So yeah, let's do it. I have updated my tiny decisions. I realized I had a lot of palettes that I did not add in from the last few months, so I've updated it. I've also removed all the palettes that are moldy in my collection, so they're not to be used at this point in time, and obviously the ones that I have decluttered. I'm hoping that I removed all of them, but otherwise I have everything else in here. If it's a single, I'll just skip it and move ahead. I do have some singles in here because sometimes I have used this for my Pan Nose eyeshadows. So let's get into it. Let's start. I am very excited. I am excited, but I'm nervous too because I just don't know what to expect. Alter Ego Canyon. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Oh my gosh. Well, I am so thrilled because I really like Alter Ego, and I was just thinking the other day, I haven't touched my Alter Ego palettes in a while. When am I going to do that? And I actually wanted to use my Artemis one, but this is the Canyon palette, and what basically they do a lot of dupe palettes, but their quality is really good, and a lot of the palettes that they do are Natasha Denona like dupes in terms of like color story. And they've even tried to copy some of her cream to powder shades, although I don't think they're that great. But yeah, this one is the Canyon, and it's like a dupe of the bronze one, I believe, from Natasha Denona. I've never tried it, but I actually really like this palette. I love this shade over here, so that definitely is going to be the one of the shades that I will hit pan on. Oh my gosh, okay, this is incredibly warm tone, so I think it's a good one to have, especially for now. We're nearing the end of summer, so you want to like push all those warm tones and everything like that. So this will be really great, and also this can lean into fall as well, which obviously we're going to be getting into in a couple months. So I'm very excited that this was pulled. I have no idea which other shades I will even attempt to hit pan on. There are some pretty shades, but then there's obviously some just normal average mid-tone browns in here, so I don't really know. But I can tell you one thing, I am very excited about this. I might get very bored of neutral looks because this is obviously a warm tone neutral palette. I might get incredibly bored of it in a couple months. However, it's not a palette that has a bunch of greens and blues and like bright colors that I can't wear all the time. I can wear this every single day. So this one actually is really good to be picked. And oh my gosh, the gods like me today. I'm very happy. We will see how I do. My prediction, I'm just gonna play with it for the first month, see my feeling. Maybe try to use every single shade, but I won't force it. I'm just going to try and feel it and just see which ones I gravitate to the most. This one is Desert Moon, and I gravitate to that all the time. It is the prettiest shade in the palette in my opinion, so I'm definitely going to try to hit pan on that one. I do like Plateau as well up here, so we will see. Rust is quite nice. Rattlesnake is a really nice matte, so I don't know, maybe some of those will be the ones that I hit pan on. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm so happy. I'm so pleased that it wasn't a very colorful palette, because I think that that would have been really tricky. Yeah, so this is a good one. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I know this was like a short video, but I am super excited. So yeah, we'll see how I do. I don't think I'm gonna have any pan for the first month, maybe even not the second month. I don't know. I've never hit pan in Alter Ego, so I don't know how deep they are. I don't know how hard it is to hit pan in them. So we're just gonna play and we're just gonna see Oh, I'm excited because I really like this brand. I really like their formula. I think the formulas are really good. It's one of my favorites. So I'm actually really excited. So yeah, I will be finishing these two and then I will, you know, put this away. I have given this so much love. I might end up retiring this at some point. Or it could be like a pan that palette for next year. Would you want me to do this for a pan that palette next year? I've already had a good head start. So I might want to, I don't know, potentially consider that. It's just the shades are kind of losing their pigment basically, and so I don't know how good it will be for a whole year next year, but that could be a good contender for next year now that I have so much use on it. So yeah, let me know if you think that's a good idea. But yeah, and then I will work on the canyon. Oh my gosh, so excited. I'm really excited. I hope I don't regret this because I'm so excited. I hope I'm not like, oh my gosh, why was I so excited? Or, oh my gosh, I hate this palette. I do like this palette. It's not my favorite Alter Ego palette that I have. I would say it's actually probably the second favorite. The, which one is it? The cool tone one that I have is definitely by far my favorite. But I think for the summer, like end of summer, starting autumn, this is good. So I am excited. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. Okay, so that's my update. If you liked the video, like, subscribe, but otherwise, hope everyone's doing well and thank you so much for watching. Bye!